Hello everyone, it's Kristen, and I literally just finished watching episode 2 of Ticket to Heaven, starring Gem and Fourth. So if you'd like to go and see my reaction, please go and do that. So one thing that I'm loving, a million things that I'm loving about this series, but I'm loving that they are starting with Bible verses, because last week's Bible verse about the foreigner in your land and like taking care of them or whatever was very fitting for Barth's character coming into this space where he's literally a foreigner in this space and etc. And then this one was the parable of the lost sheep. Just in case you forgot, it was from Luke. What man among you, having 100 sheep, if he loses one of them, does not leave the 99 in the wilderness and go after the one which is lost until he finds it? Little bit of backstory. So Jesus was known for eating with sinners, being with sinners. He would dine with the tax collectors and those who people looked down upon. And he was really discriminated against and shunned because of it from the Pharisees, who were the religious leaders of the time. They really disapproved because they believed that he should not be associating with them. So this story, this parable of the lost sheep that he would told the people, was kind of in defense of those actions and saying how like God actively seeks out the sinner. He actively goes, like he will go after that lost sheep. He will leave everything behind and go and find him. So, and the sheep is generally somebody who has wandered away from God. So what I'm finding interesting, just again, that verse and what this episode was all like about, like at first I was like, oh, is Bart is he the sheep? Is he the sheep that's wandered? And like, yeah, but like then also I'm like, where's it Tanrak? Is he the sheep? Is it referring to like how Bart's seen as like an outsider or someone who has wandered away from God and they are still sitting and being with him? I don't know, like I feel like there's a lot of ways you could look at it, or you could just look at it as it is and not look too much deeper than that, but I do feel like there is just a little bit more. But let's get to this episode. What I absolutely love, what I love about this episode and what it did is it made me fully invested and fully believed in their friendship, their relationship, and their connection within 5 minutes. Like they somehow did what some series cannot do in all of their episodes, was done in 5 minutes. We saw like this montage of them being friends and laughing and looking at each other, engaging with each other, and we saw like this like mini clip of their lives, and I'm like, yes, like I believe this, because I was so curious and a little concerned about how there was only going to be 6 episodes. I'm like, how are they going to tell this story accurately to make me believe that these two boys are going to meet, fall in love, wrestle with their like hearts and their heads and their expectations and societal pressures and religious pressures and all of that, and get to the end? Like, how are you going to make me believe that Tanrak would like have that struggle, especially in like so few episodes, have it so quickly? But I do. I feel like it just somehow made me like feel like you could feel how they were feeling. You could feeling them coming closer and like those feelings starting to like manifest and spark. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. I don't feel like I am. Like I'm finding this show, because like so many of my reactions, a lot of times I don't try to talk too much in my reactions, but sometimes I have a lot to say, and I'm finding myself just sitting in this one a lot more and just like observing, because it's such a quieter, intense show that doesn't need a lot of words because it's showing us. And I don't know, I don't want to take what they're getting from it away with my own like personal inputs while I'm watching. But yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed by it, to be honest. I think coming from somebody like me who's lived within the religious, I don't know, sphere for their teens and adulthood, like a lot of this is really relatable. Like that struggle, like watching him and seeing him struggle, it's so like he did such a good job, fourth, showing Tanrak's struggle. Like that whole last scene of him and then walking through the bathroom and then entering like he was warring with himself. Like literally warring with himself. How you view it is going to be completely different based on your lived experiences. It's wild. This is wild to me. Anyways, I think I'm going to stop there because I don't know. I don't know. I could just keep talking and talking. I really want to talk to somebody about this. Like, let's talk about it. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you in the next episode.